Let's sketch this polynomial by factoring. So first we have a nice polynomial function. We're going to factor out the x. In fact, we'll factor out the 2x. So as you can see, if you distribute, 2x times x squared is 2x cubed. This times this is minus 8x squared, and this times this is going to be plus 8x. This is equivalent. Now the question is, can we factor this trinomial? And the answer is yes. This is going to be x minus 2 squared. If you expand that out, it's going to be equivalent. So when you say that the function f of x or y is equal to this, we can sketch it. Because you could think about when this y value, y, is equals to 0. 0 is equals to this function in the case where x is 0 or x is 2. So you could think of this function as y is equals to 2, x minus 0, bracket x minus 2 squared. It's the same thing, x and x minus 0, same thing. And the quick way is to mentally look at these numbers and think of the opposite. What's the opposite of negative 2? It's positive 2. So why don't we just attack this and say 0 here is a very, very important 0. It's a very important x-intercept. And when you say x minus 2 is the factor, we know that the root is going to be positive 2. So this is 1, 2 to the right, and we're going to draw a nice root here. We remember from the sketching polynomials that we're interested in the exponent. The multiplicity here is 1 and the multiplicity here is 2. When the multiplicity is 1, it means that it's going to cut through the graph, just driving straight. Whereas if the multiplicity here is 2, it means that the graph's going to bounce off this number 2 here, either happy face or sad face. Now let's think about the overall shape of the function, this polynomial, the overall shape of something x cubed. All these lesser powers don't really matter in the grand scheme of things when x is very large. So 2x cubed, the cubic function looks like this. It's good to memorize. This is going to be y equals x cubed. There's no negative sign in front of the 2, so when you say that y equals 2x cubed plus blah blah blah, the overall shape is going to be like this. As x becomes 1 million, 1 million cubed, or 1 million times 1 million times 1 million, is going to be extremely positive and extremely huge. It's going to go up there. So now that we know the rough shape, let's fill in the details here. So x, this is going to be x minus 0 to the 1, which is going to cut through 0. Wow, we're driving straight. And then this here is going to be a squared. 2, 4, 6, 8, who do we appreciate? It's going to bounce off the 0 and it's going to go up. So we're expecting a function that looks something like this. In fact, why don't I show you the actual function on Desmos? So as you can see, this here is the function y equals 2x cubed minus 8x squared plus 8x. And I'm just shaking this around here. And if I click on the function, you can see that we respected the roots here, the x-intercepts are 0 and 2. And if you really have a graphing calculator, you can even click on the maximum here. This here is a local maximum. Looks like the x value is 0.667, which is 2/3, and the y value is approximately 2.37. So we know how to sketch this roughly, even without a calculator.